Hello.
I wasn't prepared to look directly into John Fugelsang's eyes. And also the baby blues of, well, you know who. Yeah. Thank God. To it. Hi. Happy Affidavit Day. Good morning, Glenn Kirschner. Hang on.
Hold on one second.
Hang on. We need to connect you. All right, hold please.
There we go.
Thank you. Hi, Glenn Kirschner. Go ahead. Hi, happy Affidavit Day.
Hello, Steph. I was saying, I don't know how I feel about having to compete with John for your attention this morning.
Boys, don't fight. You're both equally pretty and equally sexy. And okay. And you're going to be together and you're going to cross your sexy streams in DC Sexy Liberal. And good luck, ladies.
Yeah, that's
okay.
just the
Can't
imagery
wait,
we
can't wait.
needed. Just the imagery we needed. Thank you.
So, Glenn, this should be released any moment, I suppose, right? The judge orders the release of the redacted Mar-a-Lago raid affidavit. What are you expecting here? Because I'm sort of torn between, I'm sure all of it makes Trump look bad, but, how much is too much before you compromise the investigation or chill witnesses?
Yeah, so the career prosecutor in me says, I don't want any of it released because I don't want the investigation to be hampered. I don't want witnesses to be put in harm's way.
Yeah.
The American in me, the person who desperately wants to see Donald Trump held accountable, wants to see all of it. But here's what I think we're going to get, Steph. I think we're going to get the history, kind of the run-up to, what caused the FBI to apply for the search warrant. So we already know about the National Archives going down there and begging and pleading for the return of the documents, and they got a small fraction of them. We know the counterterrorism officials from the Department of Justice and FBI agents went down there in June, and it seems like they were assured you've got it all. Well, they didn't get it all. Then we had to serve a grand jury subpoena on Trump and company. He violated that, so then we hit his house with a search warrant. So I think we already know a good bit about that history and that chronology. We're probably going to see a lot of that revealed, but we're not going to see much more revealed. At least that's my strong suspicion.
So you said one of the things you tweeted is Donald Trump either doesn't understand that he can't file a Fourth Amendment motion to suppress evidence until after he's indicted, or he's saying he will file such a motion because he knows he will be indicted, in which case I say file away, Donald. I have to say more and more legal experts that I'm, hearing, including you, are saying he's going to be indicted. I mean, it feels like even the right wing is trying to prepare us for this.
Impossible to conceive of Donald Trump not being indicted. And, there was a game changer in one sentence of the recent New York Times reporting when they reported that witnesses told them or were revealing to the New York Times reporters that Donald Trump went through the boxes personally.
Yeah.
There's a reason that's so important, Steph. Real quickly, I don't want to turn this into, criminal law 101. There are two ways you can possess evidence in the eyes of the law. You can actually possess it when you have it in your hands, or you can constructively possess it. What does that mean? Well, that means Donald Trump said, take those boxes and put them in a storage facility down at Mar-a-Lago. That's constructive possession because you are directing the movement and access over those documents. But if you don't have your hot little, and I emphasize little, hands on them, prosecutors get uncomfortable. They're like, we know we can prove it with constructive possession, but that's not as strong a case as if we can prove actual possession. Well, it looks like they can now prove actual possession. When I saw that reporting, I thought, okay, the odds of an espionage and related criminal case being brought against Donald Trump have just skyrocketed.
And they do actually dust for fingerprints, right? So if there's ketchup or Cheeto dust, we'll know for sure, right? That
yes and no. In my 30 plus years as a prosecutor, I don't think I got usable latent prints, that's what we call them, off an item of evidence, but a handful of times. No pun intended there. It is very hard to recover full, usable, latent fingerprints because they smudge, they're transient, they don't stay on many surfaces. So yes, we can fingerprint them, but let me just tell you, most of the time when we fingerprint evidence, we're helping the defense. Why? Because we don't get fingerprint evidence for 100 reasons that have nothing to do with whether the person touched the item. And then the defense argues, you see, no fingerprints, my client didn't touch it.
What if they're caked in like Diet Coke residue or caramel? I mean, I'm just saying,
well,
what if
that is a point in the Donald Trump is guilty column.